Colfax, California, and we saw a deer. We saw
a buck.
A buck, yeah. Well, a little buck with like a couple little little fuzzy antlers, and it was just really cool. And we saw a kitty cat, and so I'm already starting off really happy. When there's animals and that kind of good energy, that makes me feel like there's a real positive start to things. But we've been called in by the homeowner, and she and her family live here, and the only information I have is that they've lived here for just a few years, and there's something uncomfortable. There's some reason that they need resolution in the home, that they're not feeling quite right about the space. So I would like to explore why they feel that way. What is the cause? Is it the land? Is it something that followed them here? Are any of them lighthouses that are drawing something in? Like one of the little children that went off to go play and do other things while we investigate feels like a beacon to me, kind of. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just feel that way. So I'd really like to just kind of explore the space and get them a really good answer, and then just clear it, reboot it, rebalance it, make this place happy and homey again. I think that's kind of what they're desperate for. Is I hear that this is supposed to be my dream home. This is supposed to be my dream place. This is supposed to be forever. So I think we need to recapture your forever, right? I think that's like, this is supposed to be sort of a place of beauty and solitude up amongst the gorgeous trees and nature. And for some reason, there's a confluence of not settled, balanced nature. Yeah, there is some looming going on down there. So we'll kind of just do a little walking around the top floor first, then we'll go downstairs, just because I kind of want to cover everything. I don't want to rush straight to sort of like, I want to go that way and go wander. So let's wander through here. Anything out here that speaks to me? Trees. My ears are ringing though in here. Mm-hmm. It's like a high-pitched ring. Yeah, I don't want to. Mm-hmm. I will, but I don't. Yeah, it's ringing really loud in here.
High pitch?
Mm-hmm. Like
yeah.
High vibration, almost like an
she was really like blurring on
a
me
real
there.
anxious vibration. Mm-hmm. Do you feel a lot of anxiety in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because I feel like vibrating. It's kind of meh.
This is my space, and okay. I am a very high anxiety person.
Let's try to get that balanced out for you. Let's work this out.
You're a mom.
Well, this is extra. Yeah, this is something like where you just can't seem to simmer at night. You can't seem to simmer. Like, you want to get into that groove of like, okay, like you feel like you could take a hot lavender bath and just feel like calm, but even that just like doesn't last for more than a second. This way. We gotta balance that out because that feels a little overly vibrating in there.
Yeah, high pitched sounds in the ears and.
It's very neutral in here. It's almost like a neutral zone in Star Trek. Right in here.
Romulan neutral zone.
Yeah, it feels like a weird like dead zone. I don't.
Kids aren't allowed in here.
Ah.
Well, that's smart
That's a good thing.
So they don't leave their energy in the kitchen.
Good hit.
How do you keep them on?
Sometimes I just amuse myself.
It's a quiet zone.
This painting, it's got a good energy. I really enjoy it. It makes me feel happy. Is there a reason it would?
I don't know the previous owner, but we got it when we were helping someone move. And
Okay. If you have any out, I haven't seen any yet, but like live plants or some plants inside the house. I don't know if you don't have a green thumb or not, but if you could find something you don't kill.
That's me.
I mean like a little, like just one little hard to kill, like a prayer plant maybe, like one of those ones that just grow and grow and grow and grow. Plants in a space really bring life back into a home.
Okay.
So they're telling me like the energy that I'm talking to so far is telling me a couple of plants in the house would really kick up the happy meter.
Okay.
Danger
Film
stairs.
this without falling down the stairs.
Yes, danger stairs. Danger.
Yeah, this way.
It sounds like it's From experience?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on down here? So I'm gonna leave this I'm gonna just document it that I'm feeling this direction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it right down here at the very end of the hall.
Okay.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna start here, but I feel stuff going on there.
That's
So
what I felt.
I'm gonna put that in check, but I do need to check each room.
Pink.
It's the pink room.
I just feel like
Pink princesses.
like just
Oh, yeah.
twirly and swirly. Yay!
Well, there you go. Look, Snow White.
Like I feel happier. I feel really
got
happy in
Ariel.
here.
Mhm.
This is the happy room.
Why do you keep going dark with the video light on you like that? That's
I could play. You want me to play with the camera?
well, it's because there's so much sunlight in the background. The camera's having trouble with it because
No, but I noticed
the
that.
contrast. Yeah.
I noticed that was happening upstairs as well.
Yeah.
You had the video light on and it was going
and
dark.
she was still going dark. Yeah. But it was the same situation both times where she had a lot of bright sunlight behind her. So
Well, I'm
you're just getting a contrast thing.
my vibration matches who occupies their bedroom.
Absolutely.
And all the fun that happens in there.
It just like, yay! Like I just feel like I got wads of candy in my hands,
Yep.
and like I'm just like totally.
girls.
Well, I like their energy, but it's almost intoxicating. It's just like I swear to God, like I feel like I'm at Willy Wonka. I don't know what that is.
Excuse me, this is the pretty princess room.
I know. Well, it is. That's a happy room. I'm
It is
digging. I'm
very
digging that. Close the door. What's in behind the door?
The air conditioner. If
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
get closed.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Seats
so
out.
it's just a.
Just a reminder. It's the garage.
Oh, okay. There's an old man in here.
This corner.
There's an old guy in here. I almost get the feeling. So, okay, so let me sit. I feel like somebody sits and watches, sits and watches, sits and watches, and does this like, almost like a methodical, prayerful, guarding kind of very prayerful, and sits here and watches, just a constant watching.
That could be unnerving.
Yeah, that's a little strange, and I'm not sure who and what this man is. Like, he there's a slight head prop, something with the head, something with the brain, something with the brain. It's ringing. I got a ringing in my ears. So I don't know if he came with the land or what his deal is, but I feel a ringing. But he sits in. Why does he sit in here and watch so much?
That chair belonged to, or was it made by?
No, it was given to me by my mother when I was pregnant with my older daughter.
Okay.
And that's how I first got it, but I don't know where it came from. It could have come from
Anywhere.
a mental institution for all I know, because she worked at a mental institution and was the
Something wrong in the brain.
Yeah.
she
Explains
worked
that.
in a sheltered workshop where they refinished furniture.
Oh.
Oh my God.
So,
So I don't know where the chair came from, but it was given to me as a
gift.
baby shower
from the
gift.
workshop for the
wasn't,
It was my
mentally ill
mother
people.
who gave it
It
to
wasn't
me.
Weemore, was it?
No, she worked at Napa. At
Oh, well.
Everybody goes, oh.
We're like, oh.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is-
wow.
The energy doesn't feel like a negative energy. They're obsessive. Something's wrong in the brain, and they're obsessive, and they're obsessive, and they're.
They'd be real
and
good
they're
at
watched, and
refinishing
they're watched,
furniture.
and it's almost like they feel this obligation to protect this room.
Or the chair.
Yeah, but it's like they want to sit in here, but I don't know why. It's the chair. They're attached to the chair. They just sit, and they're just it's like repetitive. It's a very repetitive.
Kind
motion.
of, they're stuck in a loop.
Time to smudge a chair.
This is not the first chair I've had to smudge.
No.
That was his favorite chair.
The difference is you can keep this chair. The last one
yeah.
didn't work out so well.
No.
This one I think you can keep, but I think the soul needs to be helped a little bit.
Yeah.
It may be stuck.
They
in
just
between.
he feels very confused and like he just wanders around and watches a lot of people.
And that would make you feel anxious and weird.
You would
and
feel like super uncomfortable.
You'd feel watched all the time. Yeah,
Yeah. Do you ever get the sensation that somebody's right behind you all the time?
that's good validation.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just feel like there's always somebody up in your grill, and it's like they're not good with boundaries, and I don't think they know how to be good with boundaries.
That makes such logical
I think
sense.
that they're struggling with understanding what proper boundaries are. It's something you're supposed to learn as a kid. I don't think this gentleman figured that out. Maybe he's not capable of figuring it out, type of thing. And he just always like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you like?" Waking you up, and like, do you ever get feel like you're poked at a little bit? Like I feel the sensation of like they're always.
Never feel poked at.
But
That's good.
But definitely feel jolted.
Yeah, so you're not feeling the physical touch, but the spiritual touch is jolting you awake. That makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. Not everyone is prone to actually feel the physical contact, but you will wake up suddenly and go, "Hey, what has happened? Why?" And then you just feel like your heart's gonna pop out of your chest.
It's like, what the heck was that?
Is that kind of how you feel a lot of the time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
No, that's not necessary to feel that way.
Look, sir, you're gonna have to be nicer and stop pestering these poor people.
That makes so much
Knock
sense,
it-
though. If he
knock it
was
off.
mentally not right, and he worked on that chair and put so much of his energy into it, and he's
Yeah.
stuck, he's going to stick with his last project.
Facial recognition in the corner.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's see if I can't.
Yeah, I told you that corner.
Yeah, no, the corner's got an issue, but
Yeah.
but it's just because he's going for. I'm sitting in this chair right now, so he's a little irritated at me.
That's you're just sitting in his
Let's
chair.
relock on you. There we go. It was floating around on the curtain instead. So why is the camera trying to lock on to a face in the corner of a room? Yeah.
Well,
That's always fun.
I'm sitting in his. I'm sorry, sir. I think we should probably talk to him because
We need to know his
he
story.
needs some help.
Yeah.
He's not being proper with his boundaries. He's being really, really annoying and kind of disrespectful, and he doesn't quite understand what he's doing. I don't know if that's the only thing going on. I think there's some other spiritual things going on in here, but most of them feel really light and positive. But this guy just feels like he's almost he's so up in your face, and it's so obnoxious that it's uncomfortable and almost frightening. It's
Aggressive.
it's a little
Aggressively
aggressive,
looming.
but it's
He doesn't know he's.
but he doesn't know.
being
He's like
doesn't
a
have
Down
the
syndrome individual
Maybe
that
I'm not even sure what his deficit really was. I can't identify his deficit, but whatever
Yeah.
it was, is that he just doesn't seem to understand personal space and boundaries. Like
Yeah.
he'd be
Yeah,
the type 35 years old,
standing
and-
right in front of you.
and his shirt kind of cockeyed and that kind of stuff, and sort of looking at you, and that looks neat, and like grabbing your phone, type of, not at a capacity like a 30-something-year-old, but functioning like a 7-6-year-old,
if that, even.
something. Yeah, there's I feel like a mental emotional gap, and I wish there'd be a way to verify. There absolutely is no way to verify
Other than asking him.
yeah, and we can talk. Yeah, we can try to ask him on the spirit box, see if he can say yes or no, and validate some of that without full
interaction.
history. And that's what bothers me. I don't like to just pop off with random things, but this is a really strong sensation for
That
me.
chair,
The chair really gives me a sensation, and so I'm just gonna. That's just my spiritual sense. I don't have any history or science to back that up yet. And so I wish
when
that,
we get the
wish that I
meters, we'll
did.
see if it gives off any
Yeah,
readings.
we'll check it with meters. We've got 5 or 6 different meters that we can check it with, and I think they're running a little spirit box, maybe specifically in this room, to see if we could just help him understand and talk to him in a really
Boundaries.
calm way. Well, I'd like to kind of just move him on.
Well, yeah, he's kind of, he needs to go.
And I don't know if he'll try to, maybe he will move on, and then he'll just come back because he's got attached to you and bonded to you and likes you now and likes the kids. I don't necessarily want him to do that, but I can't promise that a spirit, that once they feel comfortable with you, even if they transition into the light, that they won't be like,
Come back to visit.
but I
We'll
want
lock
to
him
visit
out,
them. We can try to lock them out of here, just and get them into light, to stay into the light.
Hopefully he'll have somebody he knows come and get him.
Hopefully we can find someone to retrieve him and take him off to where he's got to go, because he's just in this chair and he's fixating and fixating. It's really repetitive.
Ugh,
It gives me very OCD. He's very OCD.
you're making me OCD.
I know. Yeah, it's a very interesting sensation. But but I'd like to kind of help him and obviously help you at the same time, where you can actually get your space back, because it seems like you don't get enough rest. Is that accurate?
It's fair to say.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it's not just the kiddos. Like, I mean, that
No,
keeps,
it's
but
not the
like
kids at all.
you're not getting adequate time for yourself. You're not getting adequate rest. You're feeling afraid. You're snapping at people. You're snapping at the kids. You're snapping. You just snapping. And you don't mean to be that way. That's not your personality. You were raised well. You know how to be kind and polite, but you're losing your cool. You're just like, you know, it's
Totally.
and that's not fair to you.
Mhm.
I mean, but you're having a hard time. Do you feel like there's any OCD tendencies in you that are
Oh yeah.
okay? So I feel like he's.
I gave them to her.
It's almost like though that your natural small like genetic OCD is being amped up by the spirit's OCD. Like he's amplifying that behavior in you. It might have been like a 2 to 4 on the dial, but his spirit gets all up in your grill, and then it turns it up to like 7, 8. You know, yeah, that's interesting.
Well, she's all
Very
in that, yeah.
intense
Yeah.
world that I live in. Yeah.
And well, it's
And that, yeah.
Purchasing this home, this was all one big room. We had to put that wall in.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Renovations often wake things up.
This place was
FYI.
This place was built in '89, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's not that old.
Did you want to?
I'm gonna look at the room. I feel really slow in here.
Really? Like just
That's weird.
lethargic? Yeah.
I feel lethargic in here.
Yeah.
That's an odd feeling. I don't really know why that is or what that means. I just feel like I'm sinking into the floor. Yeah, I sort of feel like
It is a little bit of a sinking feeling.
it's sort of a sinking feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Feel lightheaded too.
I just feel kind of dopey in here. Just like it's a weird feeling. I have no justification for why I would feel that way. I just simply feel it.
illogical.
It's very illogical. It's not right. It's not very illogical, Captain.
Yeah, it feels like you just like
Sorry.
you're just rocking. It's kind of weird.
Makes me tired. Makes me want to lay down.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, whoa. I'm feeling like this is more of a earth-based thing. This is an earth-based energy that's something that's really like uber grounding under here, and I don't know what it is. Like it's grounding you too hard. Like I almost want to like see if you do a little compass and trifield in here.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be good in here to sort of see what's happening.
The compass part right now.
Yeah, we can do the compass now. 'Cause I just feel like something
If I can
something
find the
is
compass.
something is interesting in here.
Well, the Colfax is in between two faults.
Is it now?
Okay, so there's our north right there.
Okay.
It actually did a full like 360 degrees before it settled on north.
You see?
That was a little odd.
Something's a little odd.
But now it's settling, and now it is settling on north. Where did I put it where it did that?
Right there.
What the heck?
Right there. I don't understand.
That's rather odd. And it actually went the other way the before, so it went the other way this time.
So something is, like I said, it's some earth-based right here.
To debunk that, not exactly debunk, but to explain
Oh,
that.
did you get yours too?
Yeah.
So this could be geological, but it does have an effect on the human body.
Yeah,
and the human psyche.
magnetite's like being next to a giant speaker all the time.
Yeah. I think we need to take all the meters in here.
Yeah. So that's really interesting to me. The correct reading of north.
That was the
And
first
then-
thing that I looked up.
And only
Now it's staying on it,
It deviated a little. No, it's deviating.
but not as much as it did before. Okay, but if it's a large chunk of magnetite, it wouldn't be.
Right there.
Look at that. Look
Right
at
there.
For the land.
Right
That.
there.
There it did it again.
It's right
And
there.
it's staying there.
Definitely makes a difference.
Look at that. Look
Yep.
at that.
Where's your dinghy, Wendy? Can I see it?
Yeah, just
Sure.
for fun, let's do a digital one too.
Okay.
2 animals and a digital, see what happens. If I-
Ooh.
if I can find one.
Look at that.
Is it doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Are you getting this, dear?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Since
am.
you're lower to the ground.
Yes, I am.
That's hilarious. Look at that. What's going on in your garage?
Sinking into the netherworld.
That's so interesting.
I feel really just like pulled down right there. That's what I said. Like,
It's very.
and now we're getting compass issues.
And it's not affecting the cell phone compass But but let's just document that. Look where the different that one says north is that way. That one says north is the complete opposite direction, and you're reading north is south, and I'm reading that with. Okay, so
that's a first.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Yeah.
so people who say the compasses compasses don't lie, they do. Actually, sometimes they do.
2 analogs and 2 digital.
I want to reiterate that a large chunk of magnetite, which were in the Sierras, that is possible underneath the garage, would explain this. But it's not going to make you feel comfortable in here. Magnetite would make you feel dizzy and disoriented in here. Exactly what
That
you
is
said.
how I felt in here.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yep.
I can't fix actual rock formations, by the way.
All right.
All I can say is never turn this into a bedroom.
You just had a really good sense when to break out the compasses.
Is that,
Isn't that my job to be having sensors?
could that be why my bedroom
fault
right
lines and
upstairs
fault.
had that
That's true.
feeling?
Oh.
Yeah. I was
What's what she said?
Her
That's-
bedroom.
Bedroom
That's
right
it.
here.
taking
How am I going to
upstairs.
mitigate magnetite in her bedroom? Her bedroom's right above us.
Right. An errant piece of magnetite, it happens.
It does.
It
Two
happens.
specific ones.
It's something that
were
happens in granite.
interesting, as well as being in between 2 fault lines.
Yeah. Well, the Sierras are granite, and magnetite and quartz are 2 minerals that definitely form in granite when it cools.
And as I recall, there was some uranium also involved with it.
Oh, have you
The
known this
area.
area? Because I used to come
Geiger counter.
vacation all the time. We pick up rocks on the ground up in the Sierras. You'll see big.
Should I go get it?
But I don't
It
think
just kind of came to my mind after I talked to you and set this up, and I wonder if they'll pick up on that.
she has something else she wanted to tell us about, if it was time. I said, is it somebody's ashes? She says yes.
Okay.
So just to document that, for good purposes, I don't think their ashes are causing a negative issue, but it is a presence. I mean, the guy downstairs is just overwhelming.
That's where you said that you were feeling some more positive presences downstairs.
Yeah, there's this, but there is some familial energy and some other stuff going on in here. There's like this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Spirit box session might be entertaining.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of pain in through here. Like my throat is giving like this whole. I'm getting a lot of pressure in through here.
Shortness of breath.
It's very uncomfortable sort of sensation. So yeah, I guess I
have really bad asthma, and I smoke, and it's causing me problems.
Oh, well, we're empathing
I'm
you.
empathing you. I do
And
empath
it's
the
been stressing
living.
me out a lot lately.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 I pick up the living unlimited. All of them. Doesn't matter. I don't have any bias. I just feel energy from everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely would like to see the remains. We'll let Brent come back.